Hello guys, my name is ATAG Chozo. Today we're going to be taking a personality test on this website called 16 Personalities. This is like a professional website created by I'm not exactly sure. Like it's a ton of like psychologists, I guess. Also look at this cool Fallout theme right here. It's pretty cool. I just downloaded that. So, we're going to be taking it today, and yes, I am ripping off Jacksepticeye, in case you were wondering. But, yeah, let's take it. It says it takes less than 12 minutes, although it might take more, because I'll have to explain myself. Answer honestly, even if you don't like the answer, and try not to leave any neutral answers. Okay, let's do this. You find it difficult to introduce yourself to other people. This one. I agree a little bit. Like, because I was on the. Oh, I have the rest of my. Well, this bar left. Okay. While I was on a trip to Macedon, I got this free T-shirt from this place. They told me to hand out these flyers, and I'm not good at like introducing myself to people and saying, "Hey, this is a thing. You should go do it." I can't be a represent. I could never be a representative at all. I'm bad at that. So I'm actually going to like just plain agree. This is strongly agree, kind of agree, and then this is just agree. I'm not going to leave any neutral answers because it says don't do that. Because that doesn't really help anyone, does it? You often get so lost in thoughts that you ignore or forget your surroundings. Absolutely, I get lost in my thoughts all the time. My daily life. You try to respond to your emails as soon as possible and cannot stand a messy inbox. I don't really use email that much, but if it comes to like my text messages, yeah, I try to respond as soon as I can. A messy inbox? It's okay. I don't really care about that, so I'll just put agree. You find it easy to stay relaxed and focused even when there is some pressure. I disagree. I cannot stay relaxed when there's pressure. I'm really like, I crumble under pressure. And then it says, you do not usually initiate conversations. Yeah, I really don't initiate conversations that much. Well, usually what I'm trying to do is, this might sound a bit selfish, but oftentimes during a conversation I'll try and find a point I can go off on and talk about what I want to talk about. Because I like to talk about just like a few separate things. And yeah. Sorry if I don't explain myself very well. But that's how I feel. You rarely do something out of just sheer curiosity. Yeah, I don't really do those kinds of things. I'm more like look it up or see what will happen. If it'll happen by looking it up. Alright, let's go to the next one. You feel superior to other people. I mean, I'm not going to be a narcissist here, but sometimes I feel a little superior. I'm sorry if that comes across as selfish. I'm answering perfectly honestly. I'm not like a selfish person. I help other people. It's just sometimes I do. I'm answering perfectly honestly. Okay, it's good. Being organized is more important to you than being adaptable. Yeah, I am not adapt. I'm a little more organized Like I have my water bottle over here. I always have my pencil sharpener over there, even though I never use it. I've usually everything's in their place, even if it's not like entirely consistent. But, uh, but I would have to agree with that. Next one. You are usually highly motivated and energetic. Disagree. Strongly disagree. I'm usually a pretty like I'm pretty I'm usually a more reserved person. I'm not very energetic at all. Like I have to give myself full energy to make these videos cuz it just if I didn't do my videos would just be like me talking like this. Hey there. How's it going? Okay, winning a debate matters less to you than making sure no one gets upset. Yeah, I I always try to win a debate. I don't care if I upset anyone. I try to win it, and maybe that's probably why I get grounded too. I try to win my debate and prove my point. Okay, but that's just not the right thing to do at that time. You often feel as if you have to justify yourself to other people. Hmm. I don't really feel like that. I'm just gonna put like disagree, because I'm just saying like, hey, I'm here. I'm not like saying my achievements, saying like, haha, 124 subscribers or something. I think I have 424. Thank you for subscribing, by the way. I haven't mentioned that, but I've had a steady subscriber increase for a while, and I'm very happy with that. So, next one. Your home and work environments are quite tidy. Obviously, I don't work, but not really. Stuff is kind of all over the place, but it's not a complete pigsty. Although I mean, it's not like technically organized, but it's like I have it like this, and I know where everything is. You do not mind being at the center of attention. I kind of disagree. I can handle myself when everyone's like staring at me, but I don't like being the center of attention. Like I get concerned when when I'm the center of attention in class when I say something. Although I do raise my hand a lot in class because I like to show off that I have a lot of knowledge. As much as that sounds selfish, I like showing off. I like uh, showing my knowledge for things. You consider yourself more practical than creative. I disagree. I'm more creative than anything. Yeah. Not gonna go into depth on that one that much. People can rarely upset you. Disagree. People upset me very easily. Like, just like a sentence with bad grammar can upset me. Like, it's so bad. The school I go to. Your travel plans are usually well thought out. Hmm. I plan travel on my own, but yeah, I think out my plans just in general. I tend to think them out. It is often difficult for you to relate to other people's feelings. Yeah, I'll say that because that is a big issue for me. Like empathy is like a big issue for me. Like it's not just like I notice it. It's like I've had it told to me various times that that is an issue. And it is because I am on the autistic spectrum. I am I have Asperger's syndrome. Your mood can change very quickly. Yeah, I can agree with that. I'm not like bipolar or anything, but I can agree with that. In a discussion, truth should be more important than people's sensitivities. Truth. I like saying that. Yes, I agree. And that is another weakness slash strength of me. I will say the truth, not what people want to hear. You rarely worry about how your actions affect other people. I kind of agree with that. Sometimes I worry, but sometimes don't affect. I sometimes just you think about it wrong or don't think about it at all. So your work style is closer to random energy spikes than methodical and organized approach. That's pretty much my homework in a nutshell. So I will say, agree. You are often envious of others. No, I'm not really that envious. Sometimes I am, but not really. I'm like envy and jealousy are two very different things, but like sometimes I look at Seth and I'm like, you upload once a month. I upload like at least 20 times a month. How do you have more subs than me? But whatever. That's not an issue to talk about right now. An interesting book or video game is better than a social event. Yes, 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 yes. I don't like social events really. I like reading sometimes, and video games are obviously a thing that I like. Can't you tell I'm an introvert? Being able to develop a plan and stick to it is the most important part of every project. Yes, I agree. We do things in this order and this order only. Alright, next one. You rarely get carried away by fantasies and ideas. I mean, I tend to think about like science realistically, unless it's like in a fiction, like unless I'm thinking of like a fictional setting. So yeah, I'd have to agree with that. So you often find yourself lost in thought when you are walking in nature. Not really. I don't really walk through nature that much anyway, but more or less I'm thinking about walking than actually other things. If someone does not reply to your email quickly, you start worrying if you said something wrong. Disagree. Sometimes I'll text someone and they won't reply back ever, and I know that I'm just thinking, well, they must not have known they got it, or they're busy right now. As a parent, you would rather see your child grow up kind than smart. Like, I want my child to be smart. There are a lot of dumb people in this world, and I do not want my child to be one of them. But I also kind of want them to be kind. It's a really tough one. Like, it's both have their benefits, but I'm gonna say I kind of disagree. Because I would prefer them being smart over being kind, but I still want them to be kind. It's not like I want to make them be like a smart jerk. Because I'll be perfectly honest, I can be a smart jerk a lot. So much as I seem like a good person through these videos, I have my bad moments. And they come up more than I would like them to. You do not let other people influence your actions. Yes. When I was learning about peer pressure, I was like, what's peer pressure? Like, I've never listened to my friends that much, really. And to do, like, stupid things. One, because I pick my friends really well. At least compared to some other people I know. But, yeah. On to the next one. Your dreams tend to focus on the real world and its events. I disagree. I mean, I mostly disagree because my dreams are often mostly set in the real world, but with supernatural events. Like, for example, one of the dreams I remember is, I mean, or just like odd events, nothing normal. Like, for example, I had this dream a while back. I think it was about like time travel or something. And I also had another dream about zombie apocalypse at my high school. But on to the next part. So, been doing this for about 15 minutes now. It is not taking much time to start getting involved in social activities at your new workplace. I'll just replace workplace with school. I would have to disagree because I I don't really like do social activities that much. But yeah, I'll just move on from that because I'm a little confused about them. You're more of a natural improviser than a careful planner. An improviser I am not. I like to plan things. I don't like improvise with them, but when it comes to video games, I you are supposed to improvise all the time. So I'll put just disagree, not strongly. Your emotions control you more than you control them. I kind of agree. I can get a little angry sometimes. Just kind of angry, and I can't like let go of things too. You enjoy going to social events that involve dress up or roleplay activities. Like, I went to a con, but I've never really like cosplayed or anything. So I like going to cons though, so I'll put agree. You often spend time exploring unrealistic and impractical yet intriguing ideas. I explore like thinking. I remember last episode in Fallout 4, I was talking about like teleportation and how it has some scary implications. And yeah, I would have to say that I do that. Although I do explore realistic ideas as well. You would rather improvise than spend time coming up with a detailed plan. No, I disagree. I mentioned that I can't that I don't like improvise that well. I mean, like, when my schedule changes, I just can't deal with that. I get it's like extremely angry. I go from 0 to 11. I'm like, why is my schedule changed? All right, you're a relatively reserved and quiet person. Yes, that is absolutely who I am. I am quiet and reserved as all heck. And next question. If you had a business, you would find it very difficult to fire loyal but underperforming employees. I remember Jack talked about this too. He said that he's not good at confrontation. I'm not good at confrontation either. I'm kind of like scared of it in a way, but yeah, I would agree. I'm just not good at confrontation. You have to contemplate the reasons for human existence. Occasionally, but not that often. Logic is usually more important than heart when it comes to making important decisions. Yes, I thrive on logic. If something isn't logical, it's out. That's just who I am. I don't think about heart, really. Keeping your options open is more important than having a to-do list. I'd have to disagree because I like having to-do lists and like doing things. If your friend is sad about something, you are more likely to offer emotional support than suggest ways to deal with the problem. Would I disagree or agree? I'm more likely to suggest ways to deal with the problem. Like, oh, you're sad. How about you do this? That'll cheer you up. That's like pretty much what I do. Cause I'm not the emotional support kind of person. So I'm going to disagree. You rarely feel insecure. I sometimes feel insecure, but yeah. You have no difficulties coming up with a personal timetable and sticking to it. So on this one, I would... Personal timetable. I would disagree because I can't really stick to those kinds of things very well. Being right is more important than being cooperative when it comes to teamwork. I would have to say that if everyone doesn't cooperate, a group can't function. So I'm going to say I disagree. You think that everyone's views should be respected regardless if they are supported by facts or not? I would say I would have to disagree with that one again because if your opinion, if your view is, I mean, well, it depends on the subject. Like if you have an opinion about the election that's like not about like the president or something, about politics that you think that you have and it's not supported by facts at all, I don't respect that at all. But like when it comes to religion, I respect everyone's religion. I'm not going to say your God is fake or something like that. No. That's talking about religion at all on the internet is a pretty good way to make everyone hate you and to induce a flame war. You feel more energetic after spending time with a group of people. No, and no. Absolutely not. I feel tired after interacting with people for a while. Unless they're like really good friends. I only have like a few good friends, but like, interacting with people exhausts me. You frequently misplace your things. Yes, I misplace my things all the time. Well, actually not as often as that, but still pretty often. Let's go on to the next one now. We're at 80. 80% now. You see yourself as very emotionally stable. I would have to disagree a little bit. I can get unreasonably angry kind of fast, but I don't have like anger issues or anything. I just like things frustrate me very easily. So they're just like the smallest things. I have chocolate all over my hands. Your mind is always buzzing with unexplored ideas and plans. Yes, I think about that stuff all the time. You would not call yourself a dreamer. Yeah, I think about things a little more practically than most people would. Is this going to happen and is it realistic? On to the next one. I'm getting a little mentally tired from this. You usually find it difficult to relax when talking in front of many people. Yeah, I would say so. Oh, yeah, I kind of agree. I can normally talk to... Actually, no, I disagree with that. I'm actually pretty good at talking in front of people. I don't get nervous at all. So, in fact, I actually like talking in front of people. So, Generally speaking, you rely more on your experience than your imagination. I use both very frequently, but I have to disagree slightly. I would say, well, when it comes to like writing things and imagining things, I guess I would, I like this one's kind of difficult to explain, but I'll move on to the next one. You worry too much about what other people think. Not really. I don't like think that much about what people think, but most of my answers have been disagree for a while. Just I've stopped caring a lot about what people think because like I'm not going to really talk to them. Not really care because I don't thrive on being social. I more just have like a few friends that I that will respect me, and yeah, that's basically it. Alright, on to 90. If the room is full, you stay closer to the walls, avoiding the center. Yeah, I would say so. That's a bit of a weird question, but still, I like going to the walls, so I have like something to lean on. You have a tendency to procrastinate until there is not enough time to do everything. Yeah, I'd have to agree. I'm a bad procrastinator. If you feel very anxious in stressful situations, yeah, I I can be a little anxious sometimes. I don't have like anxiety or anything, but I can feel anxious in those stressful situations. You believe that it is more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful. What's powerful mean in this situation though? Does it mean like political power or like dominance over others? I would say it's a little more rewarding to be liked by others than to be powerful because I'm not the power type. I'm just like these questions are really weird, and I don't really have any good that I don't really have any good explanations for them. But I think you can get the gist of what I'm saying from them. You've always been interested in unconventional and ambiguous things, e.g., example given in books, art, or movies. Yes, I love art. I love all kinds of art. It's great. I really enjoyed it, and man, my face is really hot right now. But don't worry about me. I don't have like some weird medical condition. It's just that I'm kind of hot right now. My face is always. You often take initiative in social situations. I would have to disagree. I don't really take that much initiative. I'm more of like a. I don't like to take the initiative. I'm nervous about it. I'm nervous about it ending up awkward. But yeah, it appears as if we are done with the thing. Let's see our results. Your personality type is the logician. INTP-T. My mind is introverted, as I expected. My, my energy is intuitive, where we direct our mental energy. Nature. This trait determines how we make decisions and cope with emotions. Think 62% thinking versus 38% feeling. Tactics. This trait reflects our approach to work, planning, and decision making. And this one is pretty close. Oh, so 48% judging and 52% prospecting. Identity. This trait underpins all others, showing how confident we are in our abilities and decisions. So I'm more turbulent, turbulent than assertive, but only by 1%. Okay, start reading about it. Logician personality type. Learn from yesterday, live for today, hope for tomorrow. I'll read through some of this. The logician personality type is fairly rare. Making up only 3% of the population, which is definitely a good thing for them, as there's nothing they'd be more than happy about than being common. Logicians pride themselves on their inventiveness and creativity, their unique perspective and vigorous intellect. Usually known as the philosopher, the architect, or the dreamy professor, logicians have been responsible for many scientific discoveries without history. The unexamined life is not worth living. Logicians are known for their brilliant theories, unrelenting logic. In fact, they are considered the most logically precise of all the personality types. They love patterns, and spotting discrepancies between statements could almost be described as a hobby, making it a bad idea to lie to a logician. That's true. This makes it ironic that logicians' words should always be taken with a grain of salt. It's not that they are dishonest. Okay. This makes it ironic that logicians' words should be taken with a grain of salt. It's not that they are dishonest, but people with the logician personality type tend to share the thoughts that are not fully developed, using others as a sounding board for ideas and theories against the debate against themselves, rather than as actual conversation partners. I'd have to agree with that as well. This may make them appear unreliable, but in reality, no one is more enthusiastic and capable of spotting a problem, drilling through the endless factors and details that encompass the issue, and developing a unique and viable solution than logicians. Just don't expect punctual progress reports. People who share the logician personality type aren't interested in day-to-day activities and maintenance. Yeah, that is absolutely true. I'm not interested in day-to-day activities or maintenance either. But when they find an environment where their creative genius and potential can be expressed, there is no limit to the time and energy logicians will expend in developing an insightful and unbiased solution. I'm gonna turn on the light. Sorry if it looks a little worse. But whatever. I need to take a drink. Alright. Wisdom begins in wonder. They may appear to drift about in an unending daydream, but logicians' thought process is unceasing, and their minds buzz with ideas from the moment they wake up. I can't agree with that more. That's absolutely me. My life feels like an unending daydream. But yeah. This constant thinking can have the effect of making them look pensive and detached, as they are often conducting full-fledged debates in their own heads. But really, logicians are quite relaxed and friendly when they are with people they know or who share their interests. Again, this is scarily accurate to how I think. However, this can be replaced by overwhelming shyness, and that's when logician personalities are among unfamiliar faces, and friendly banter can quickly become combative if they believe their logical conclusions or theories are being criticized. When logicians are particularly excited, the conversation can border on incoherence as they try to explain the daisy chain of logical conclusions that led to the formation of their latest idea. Often logicians will opt to simply move on from a topic before it's ever understood what they were trying to say, rather than to lay things out in blatant terms. Yes, I'm saying this too much, but this is so accurate. This is how I think. This is me. I'm getting a little tired from this, but whatever. The reverse can also be true when people explain their thought process to logicians in terms of subjectivity and feeling. Imagine an immensely complicated clockwork, taking in every fact and idea possible, processing them with a heavy dose of creative reasoning, and returning the most logically sound results available. This is how the logician mind works. And this type has little tolerance for an emotional monkey wrench jamming their machines. Yeah. Let those who would move the world first move move themselves. Further, logicians are unlikely to understand emotional complaints at all, and their friends wouldn't find a bedrock of emotional support from them. Isn't that the truth? People with a logician personality type would rather make a series of logical suggestions for how to resolve the underlying issue, a perspective that is not always welcomed by their more sensitive companions. This will likely extend to most social conventions and goals as well, like planning dinners and getting married, as logicians are far more concerned with the originality and efficient results. The one thing that really holds logicians back is their restless and pervasive fear of failure. I don't like failure. I fear it. Logician personalities are so prone to reassessing their own thoughts and theories, worrying that they've missed some critical piece of the puzzle, that they can stagnate, lost to an intangible world where their thoughts are never truly applied. Overcoming this self-doubt stands as the greatest challenge logicians are likely to face. But the intellectual gifts, big and small, bestowed upon the world when they do, makes it worth the fight. Logicians you may know: Bill Gates, Ellen Page, Kristen Stewart, Albert Einstein, Rene Descartes. I haven't heard of him. Blaise Pascal, Isaac Newton, Stanley Crouch, Aemon Targaryen. Game of Thrones. I'm sorry, I don't really read Game of Thrones that much. I mean, read Game of Thrones, I'm a moron. I don't really watch Game of Thrones. But Neo, Matrix, Alexander Mahone, Prison Break, I haven't seen that either. Marshall Flinkman, Alias. Chloe O'Brien, 24. No, I haven't seen that. Leslie Winkle, Big Bang Theory. I haven't watched that much. Abed Nadir, Community. Shame, I haven't watched any of these TV shows. Or Matrix. I'm kind of disappointed I haven't watched The Matrix, but I'm not going to read every single one of these because that's just a little bit ridiculous. So I want to drag on for hours, so I'm going to leave it at the introduction. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure that like button and subscribe. I'll leave a link to this test in the description below. And yeah, hope I see you guys in the next episode, and goodbye. See you later. My outro keeps changing.